Our next track is
Eye in the Sky.
Eye in the Sky.
You had to put a little light in here.
Yes, so the shadows, who cares? We're talking to you, baby. You know what I mean? Eye in the Sky. That's another Tone Jones track. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. The origins of that track, Chris was supposed to write to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I only wrote one verse, right?
Yep.
I wrote the hook. The hook was supposed to be me and him going back to back on it, but it just ended up keeping what I had on there because I changed my voice for your part.
Yeah.
If you listen to it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like why has he got two different styles on the hook? Because one of them parts is supposed to be Chris, right? So, but I kind of liked how it sounded.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was like, oh, just keep it.
I mean, if it works, it works.
It works.
Yeah.
So that track sat for years too. I was waiting for Chris to write his verse for it. So I just put it in the crate and waited, you know what I mean? At this time I was digging for tracks for the album. So I pulled that out the crate. I was like, oh, that's right, Chris said he was gonna write a verse for it. He ain't never do it. Right. So I was gonna get Steve.
Which one?
Stevie Franks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna get him to do it.
Shout out to Steve. His album just came out not too long ago. Yeah.
I'll be promoting his joints, you know what I mean? Cause Steve used to come to the house and record with us when they was CSOM.
Dude, it's amazing how much Steve progressed in his lyrics.
CSOM.
Yeah, Steve is thorough, dude. He's a real thorough dude.
And he's respectful and honorable. You know what I mean? So I have no problems with reaching out to him to collaborate. Unfortunately, he had some health things that he had going on, so he couldn't do the track.
Right.
But he's well now. I saw him in Walmart maybe about a month ago.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He apologized. I was like, yo, don't even worry about it, man. It's not that serious because this track is just something I just pulled out the crate to complete and get it out.
Steve,
you know what I mean?
Steve is cool, dude.
So I told him when I do an all original track, I'll holler at you. I mean, and we'll do something like that. I mean, something that's not old. You know what I mean? So Eye in the Sky was built around this 1% secret society that's got control over our lives. You know what I mean? That's my whole verse is about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About the how we're leaning too much on government to solve our problems.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
How we're on these social media pages thinking it's cool to show us beating our kids. And if you want to show the world to discipline your children in private and let them behave openly, and you'll see the discipline.
Right.
You'll never see me on video beating my kids or because I do that in private because it's a personal relationship.
Yeah. What
you see is the results. You know what I mean? You don't need to see the process.
You don't even know what the problem that the kid did in order for him to get his behind.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what my verse was built around, was just dropping off the problems I'm seeing with the way people's lives are being ruled by the powers that be on this planet.
Right. Now, when I wrote the verse to second verse, like say I wrote the second verse to the song, I think mentally, believe it or not, the reason why I didn't write at that time when you first presented it to me, I didn't think I was mentally mature enough to write for that verse.
I kept it for you because you love that guitar on it.
Oh my god! It sounded like I was like listening to Isaac Hayes. Like Isaac Hayes came out of the grave and started, you know what I mean? Like
that wah-wah guitar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one thing about me. I love that wah-wah guitars. Like that just drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. Like Sunshine Anderson's heard it all before. I'll be like,
right.
Heard it all before. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's a nice sound. Mm-hmm.
So it was like, it was crazy, but it was Sunshine Anderson.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I didn't want to mess that up. Like I want people, I didn't want people to be like, no, that was this, but like heard it all before. It was like, I love that waka sound with the guitar. But anyway, so like, I didn't think I was mature enough for it. Now, thankfully, 2019 was like a very troublesome year for me, to the point that I was going through so much. And again, like I credit to a lot of my writing to the song I wrote that nobody like really heard was Keep On Keeping On.
Right.
Because it kind of opened up that paradox box where I can express my vocals lyrically, besides just in the artistic form of music or art. Like, you know what I mean? So, but like the biggest problem I had when I wrote my part of the song is how to start it. Like, cause I always have like pieces of it, of the verses, like, cause I had like that middle of the middle of the verse, like with homicides, genocides, even suicide. Right. I had that already in my head.
How you flow into it,
right. So I already knew how I was flowing into it, but how to start it, just to start the verse in order to, you know, to get into that flow of the whole verse. I had problems doing it until one day there was an incident where, long story short, me and shout out to J Walks, me and him was talking about something, and he was telling me about something. I said, I already know that, and he was like, you already know it. He's like, dang man, bad news travel fast, and I'm like, there you go. I'm like, that's it. So I started writing while me.
It just starts flowing together.
And then just started piecing it together. So I was like, bad news, travel fast, can't keep up the pace. Calculate your every move, track your time and play. But I wrote something different on that second line because my brother knows what I wrote on the second line. But I felt like it didn't fit the song because, like you said, it was about I this guy, the 1% is watching you. So it didn't fit. So then I kept changing lines here and there. But like it kept going into it, and like you had a flow, like the delivery of your flow to it was, you know, going good with the beat. And the crazy part is when I made my flow to it, like yours was like beating your kids on that spots, like you was going
R.I.P. R.I.D. The cameras, they be everywhere, they tracking us.
Yeah. Mine was like it went from to the bad things jumping fast.
Right. That's it.
Like, you know what I mean? So it was like cutting school shootings, mass shootings, everybody dies, you know, everything.
That's it.
Class side. So like his was like for like a little rapid fire, while mom's was just like it's kind of like Harmon Nights when the like, I'm going. Stop shooting that! What are you doing there?
Don't you shoot that off.
But I wanted to make sure that every line was a hard punch. Like I wanted to be like Butterbean and just boom, right in your face.
Butterbean.
Yeah, straight up Butterbean. Hit you right in your face with the, you know. And like I said, I'm trying to build my style more, and you know, lyrically, I'm trying to develop more in my style. And so, like and that song was so powerful, I didn't want to feel like I was left behind. So that's why I try to do the Butterbean shot, just hit you straight to the facts, like, you know, bang.
Yeah.
And you know the eyes is watching you, so you got to watch it out there. And like, with people
singing part,
because he sung the beginning part before the hook first dropped. So I was like, yo, that's kind of cool. So I want to do it too. Right. So we was like competing. We was competing on that, like, and I was and like, you know, and what people don't know, like, you know, shout out to my man that made the beat. You know what I mean? What's his name again?
Tone Jones.
Yeah. What the crazy part was, after I said the end of my verse, whatever comes in the dark always come to light, I had an idea. I said, Rook, because like I think in the beginning of after his verse, it was kind of like a little break. I said, no, there should be like a long break,
walking bass line.
Yeah. So like actually, when you hear the bass go do 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 do, I actually created that. Yep. And try to go with the flow of the beat, and then we took the walkers and just kept. So it's like do 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 do. That's it. And like that's it. So like
we searched for the right bass sound for that too. Because we wanted to match the original as close as possible.
Because when we first made it, it was too heavy. Like it was too it didn't match it. Right. So then you had that amp application on it, and it sounded like
amp, and that's like that's it. Right
there you go. I said that's it. So it was just kind of like a nice break on it, and then we just ended the song, you know. And then I told him, I said, bro, there should be an ending part to it where you just telling people the straight truth. So like, because that was the initial hook, remember?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because initially, because I was like, you should be like, when you say years ago when you first brought to me, you should be like, you should sing to it like brother better, like sister better play it cool, cause the eyes are watching you. But I liked your hook too, so I'm like, dang it. But
what we gonna do with this?
What we gonna do with this?
We put it on the end.
Put it on the end. So then that's why in the end we got that sister better play it cool.
And it works too. That reminds me of like an Outcast kind of thing.
I was trying to match like Isaac Hayes, like you like sister better play it cool.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But I wasn't trying to take my shirt off like Isaac Hayes in the concert because I wouldn't look like that.
Yeah, Eye in the Sky. That's how that came about.
Eye in the Sky. You better watch it. Watch yourself because they're watching you. Trust me.
Catch you doing stupid things. Catch you doing righteous things. Right. Catch you doing everything. Yes. Yeah. There's no privacy. Every second they be watching you. Don't be a fool. Every minute they be making rules. On every hour they can justify all